Have you ever found yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling, wondering why on earth you can't just fall back asleep? It's a frustrating, often maddening experience, isn't it? 1 minute you're drifting off, and the next, your mind is racing. The clock is ticking, and you know you have hours to kill before the sun even thinks about coming up. This painful reality, this unwelcome 3 a.m. wake-up call, leaves so many of us feeling utterly exhausted, irritable, and like we're missing out on the joy of a good night's rest. You might think it's just a part of getting older, something you have to accept. But here's the surprising truth for many. It doesn't have to be. There's a secret to reclaiming your sleep, and it's often hidden in plain sight, in the small, everyday habits we've overlooked. In this video, we're going to unravel exactly why so many seniors find themselves wide awake at 3 a.m. And more importantly, we'll dive into simple, actionable strategies that can help you drift back into a peaceful, uninterrupted slumber. We'll explore key areas that profoundly impact your sleep, from how light affects your body clock to the surprising role of your evening meal. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you, something that can make an immense difference. Let's gently ease into our first powerful step towards a full night's rest. And it begins not with a pill or a potion, but with something as fundamental as the light around you. You see, our bodies are governed by an internal clock, a magnificent conductor called the circadian rhythm, which orchestrates our sleep-wake cycle over a 24-hour period. For many of us, especially as we age, this natural rhythm gets a little out of sync, and one of the biggest culprits is how we interact with light throughout the day. And, more importantly, the evening. Think about it. For thousands of years, humans woke with the sun, spent their days in natural light, and as darkness fell, they had little choice but to wind down. Our modern lives, however, have utterly disrupted this ancient pattern. We wake up in dim rooms, spend our mornings indoors, often under artificial light, and then, crucially, we expose ourselves to bright, stimulating lights, especially the blue light from screens, well into the evening, long after the sun has set. This sends a very confusing message to your body. When you stare at your tablet, phone, or even a brightly lit TV screen in the hours before bed, that blue light acts like a powerful signal to your brain, telling it, hey, it's still daytime. Stay awake and alert your body. Then struggles to produce melatonin, the natural sleep hormone that should be rising steadily as darkness falls, preparing you for rest. So, when 3 a.m. rolls around, your body isn't sure if it's supposed to be winding down or getting ready to start the day, and often, it defaults to awake. To fix this, the first actionable step is surprisingly simple, yet profoundly effective. Embrace morning light. As soon as you can after waking, ideally within the first hour, expose yourself to natural light. This doesn't mean staring directly at the sun, but simply stepping outside, sitting by a window, or even opening the curtains wide while you have your morning cup of tea. Just 10 to 20 minutes of natural light exposure in the morning sends a strong signal to your brain that the day has begun, helping to firmly set your internal clock. This seemingly small act tells your body, okay, wake up, be alert now, and get ready to wind down later. It helps regulate that crucial melatonin production later in the day. Think of it as recalibrating your internal timekeeper. Imagine the freshness of the morning air, the gentle warmth of the rising sun on your face. It's not just good for your mood, it's essential for your sleep. Now, let's talk about the other end of the day, the evening. Just as morning light is vital, dimming the lights and reducing screen time in the evening is equally crucial. About 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed, start creating a sleep-friendly environment. Dim the overhead lights, switch to softer lamps, and consider wearing blue light blocking glasses if you absolutely must look at a screen. Even better, make it a habit to put away your phone, tablet, and turn off the TV at least an hour before bedtime. Instead, try reading a physical book, listening to calming music, or engaging in a gentle conversation. This signals to your body that night is falling, and it's time to prepare for sleep. This shift in light exposure, both morning and evening, is a powerful, yet often overlooked. Key to keeping your circadian rhythm in tune and preventing those jarring 3 a.m. wake-ups. Moving on from light. Let's consider another often underestimated factor in our sleep patterns: what and when we eat. Many people are surprised to learn just how much their diet, particularly their evening meals and late-night snacks, can impact their ability to sleep soundly through the night. When you eat a heavy meal, especially one that's high in fats or spices, too close to bedtime, your digestive system has to work overtime. Instead of winding down, your body is busy breaking down food, which keeps your internal temperature elevated and your organs active. This increased internal activity makes it incredibly difficult for your body to fully relax and enter the deep, restorative sleep stages it needs. It's like trying to relax in a noisy factory. Your body just can't switch off properly. The result? You might fall asleep initially, but your digestion, still hard at work, could be the very thing that jolts you awake in the wee hours of the morning, often with a feeling of discomfort or mild indigestion. Then there's the sneaky culprit of sugar and caffeine. We all know caffeine can keep us awake, but its lingering effects are often underestimated. A cup of coffee, even in the late afternoon, can still be coursing through your system at 3 a.m. Its half-life means a significant portion of it is still active hours later, blocking the natural chemicals that promote sleep. Similarly, sugary snacks, even seemingly innocent ones like a biscuit or a bowl of ice cream before bed, can play havoc with your blood sugar levels. Your body releases insulin to deal with the sugar. And then, as blood sugar drops a few hours later, your body might release stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol to bring it back up. These hormones are designed to make you alert and ready for action, not to send you back to sleep. So, you wake up feeling wired, even though you might also feel tired. To tackle these dietary disruptions, the practical steps are straightforward. First, aim to have your dinner at least 2 to 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. This gives your body ample time to process the food before it needs to switch into repair and rest mode. Make your evening meal lighter, focusing on easily digestible foods like lean protein, vegetables, and complex carbohydrates rather than heavy, greasy, or overly spicy dishes. Think of a simple baked fish with some steamed greens, or a light soup, rather than a rich stew or a large pizza. Secondly, be mindful of your caffeine and sugar intake, especially in the afternoon and evening. Try to switch to decaffeinated options after lunchtime. If you find yourself craving a sweet treat in the evening, opt for something natural and low in sugar, like a small piece of fruit, or a handful of nuts which can actually contain sleep-promoting nutrients. Avoiding that late-night sugary indulgence can prevent those blood sugar roller coasters that disrupt your sleep. By making these conscious choices about when and what you eat, you're not just nourishing your body, you're setting it up for a truly restful night. Allowing your digestive system to take a much-needed break and letting your body focus on the vital work of repair and rejuvenation. Instead of trying to process a heavy meal, this seemingly small shift can profoundly improve your chances of sleeping past that dreaded 3 a.m. mark. Now that we've delved into the powerful influence of light and diet on your sleep, let's turn our attention to another crucial area that often gets overlooked: your sleep environment. Think of your bedroom not just as a room, but as your personal sleep sanctuary. The truth is, for many of us, our bedrooms are far from ideal sleep havens. They might be too bright, too noisy, too warm, or even too uncomfortable. Our bodies are incredibly sensitive to their surroundings when it comes to sleep. Even subtle disturbances can prevent us from entering deep, restorative sleep, or worse, jolt us awake, leaving us staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. If your brain perceives any threat or discomfort in its environment, it naturally remains on high alert, making true relaxation impossible. Imagine trying to sleep in a bustling cafe or a sweltering room. Your body simply wouldn't cooperate. The same principle applies, even if the disturbances are less obvious. So, how do we transform your bedroom into that perfect sleep sanctuary? First, consider the temperature. Most sleep experts agree that the ideal sleeping temperature is cooler, somewhere between 18 to 20 degrees Celsius or 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. A room that's too warm can make you restless, leading to sweating and frequent waking, particularly as our bodies regulate temperature less efficiently with age. Try adjusting your thermostat, using lighter bedding, or opening a window slightly if safe and practical. Conversely, a room that's too cold might cause your muscles to tense, also disrupting sleep. Find that comfortable cool zone that allows your body to relax and drift off without overheating or shivering. Next, let's talk about darkness and quiet. Remember how we discussed light affecting your circadian rhythm? Even tiny slivers of light can be disruptive. Are your curtains letting in light from streetlights or early morning sun? Investing in blackout curtains or even wearing a comfortable sleep mask can make an enormous difference. The darker your room, the stronger the signal to your brain that it's nighttime, and the more melatonin your body will produce. Similarly, noise can be a major sleep interrupter. This isn't just about loud traffic or barking dogs. Even subtle background noises, like a ticking clock, dripping tap, or distant appliances, can prevent deep sleep. Consider using earplugs, especially if you have a noisy partner or live in a busy area. Another excellent strategy is a white noise machine or a fan. The consistent, gentle hum can mask sudden noises and create a soothing, consistent soundscape that helps your brain ignore distractions and stay asleep. Finally, let's not forget comfort. Your mattress and pillows are critical components of your sleep environment. How old is your mattress if it's sagging, lumpy, or simply doesn't provide adequate support? It could be causing aches and pains that wake you up. Consider if it's time for an upgrade. Similarly, your pillow should support your head and neck in a neutral position. A pillow that's too flat or too plump can lead to discomfort. Make sure your bedding is clean, comfortable, and made of breathable materials like cotton, which can help with temperature regulation. By making these thoughtful adjustments to your sleep environment, ensuring it's cool, dark, quiet, and comfortable, you are creating the optimal conditions for your body to fully relax. Embrace deep sleep and reduce the likelihood of those jarring 3 a.m. awakenings. It's an investment in your nightly rest that pays dividends in your daytime energy and well-being. Beyond the external factors of light, diet, and environment, our daily habits, specifically how much we move and engage our minds during the day, play a significant role in how well we sleep at night. It might seem counterintuitive, but a lack of physical and mental activity can leave your body feeling strangely restless, even when it's tired, preventing that truly deep sleep. Our bodies are designed for movement. When we spend too much time sitting, our energy isn't properly expended, and our muscles don't get the stimulation they need. This can lead to a feeling of unspent energy that keeps you tossing and turning, or waking up early because your body hasn't accumulated enough sleep debt during the day. Think of it this way: if you haven't truly exerted yourself physically, your body might not recognize the need for the profound rest that deep sleep provides. It's not about exhausting yourself, but about consistent, moderate activity. The key here is regular, gentle daytime activity. This isn't about running marathons or lifting heavy weights, especially if that's not something you're used to. It's about incorporating movement naturally into your day, a brisk walk in the morning or afternoon, perhaps around your neighborhood or in a local park, is incredibly beneficial. Gardening, doing light chores around the house, practicing gentle yoga, or even dancing to your favorite music can all contribute to healthy physical fatigue. The goal is to move enough to make your body feel pleasantly tired by evening, without overdoing it or doing intense exercise too close to bedtime, which can actually have the opposite effect by stimulating your body. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week. This not only aids sleep, but also improves mood, boosts circulation, and strengthens muscles. A win-win for overall well-being. Now, it's not just physical activity. Mental engagement also plays a part. If your mind isn't sufficiently stimulated during the day, it might decide to make up for it by being overly active at night. When we spend our days passively, perhaps watching too much TV or not engaging in mentally stimulating activities, our brains can become restless, leading to that racing mind phenomenon right when we're trying to sleep. This is where engaging in hobbies, learning new things, or maintaining social connections becomes so important. Reading, solving puzzles, playing cards or board games, learning a new language, painting, or even engaging in meaningful conversations with friends and family can keep your mind active and engaged during the day. A mind that has been adequately stimulated and challenged during waking hours is often more ready to quiet down and rest when night falls. It's about providing your brain with productive work during the day, so it doesn't feel the need to catch up on thinking in the quiet hours of the night. Finally, while these habits are incredibly powerful, it's important to acknowledge that sometimes underlying health issues or medications can also play a role in disrupted sleep, including those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-ups. Conditions like restless legs syndrome, sleep apnea, where breathing repeatedly stops and starts, chronic pain, or even frequent urination during the night can significantly impact sleep quality. Similarly, certain medications, whether they are for blood pressure, allergies, or even some common pain relievers, can have stimulating effects or side effects that disrupt your sleep cycle. While this video focuses on actionable habits you can implement yourself, if you've tried these suggestions and are still struggling significantly, or if you suspect an underlying medical cause, it's always wise to have a conversation with your doctor. They can help identify any specific medical reasons for your sleep issues and explore potential solutions. Whether it's adjusting medication times, exploring alternative treatments, or referring you to a sleep specialist, this isn't a habit to implement on your own, but rather an awareness to empower you to seek professional guidance when needed. Sometimes, the fix is beyond what lifestyle changes alone can achieve, and that's perfectly okay. What matters is taking charge of your well-being. So, we've covered quite a journey together, from understanding why so many of us find ourselves wide awake at 3 a.m. to exploring actionable steps that can truly transform your nights. We started by recognizing the incredible power of light, how resetting your body's internal clock with morning sunlight and dimming those evening lights can send crucial signals for sleep. We then delved into the profound impact of what and when you eat, emphasizing lighter, earlier dinners and saying goodbye to late-night sugar and caffeine that can leave your digestive system buzzing and your blood sugar on a roller coaster. We also explored the often underestimated importance of your sleep sanctuary, ensuring your bedroom is cool, dark, quiet, and comfortable, creating an environment where deep, uninterrupted sleep can truly thrive. And finally, we touched on the vital role of daytime activity, both physical and mental, ensuring your body and mind are pleasantly tired and ready for rest, while also gently reminding you to consult with your doctor if persistent issues hint at an underlying medical cause. Remember, these aren't rigid rules to follow perfectly every single day, but rather gentle adjustments and empowering understandings that, when embraced consistently, can make an enormous difference. Think of it as a gradual process of nurturing your body and mind back into their natural rhythm. You might not see results overnight, but with patience and persistence, those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-ups can become a thing of the past. Imagine waking up naturally, feeling refreshed and ready to embrace the day, instead of dreading another morning after a broken night. That vibrant energy, that clarity of mind, that improved mood, it's all within your reach. Small changes truly can make a big difference to your health and happiness. I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced these 3 a.m. wake-up calls? What strategies have you tried? And what has worked for you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful and believe it could help others, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more practical tips and encouragement to live your best life at every age. Thank you for joining me on this journey to better sleep and brighter days. Here's to reclaiming your nights and living your best life at every age.